Hi, you're welcome to Humour Hangout with Koffi Tha Guru. I'm your host with the most, and I promise you're going to have a fantastic time on this episode as well. Let me share this with you though. Have you ever thought why sometimes your dreams tend to go in a certain way? I never used to know until recently. I have 3 kids. So I spend a lot of time with them watching cartoons, kiddies programs, and I realized that anytime I go to sleep, maybe after about 6 hours of spending time with them watching television before going to sleep, I sleep peacefully with beautiful dreams. I'm seeing maybe chocolate factories, I'm seeing, puppets, I'm seeing very playful. I'm back to when I was a kid as well. Then I noticed that other days, I'm having nightmares, I'm having terrible things happen in my dream, like there's war, there's problem, there's ritual, there are one crisis or the other. So I never knew on time until I had to observe. Something just told me one midnight when I was having one of those nightmares to just wake up and think about it. So I was having a truckload of tanker fall, fire was burning, cement buildings were crumbling on me, fighter jets were bombing me. I just woke up and said, God, why? And he said, oh, CNN. I said, oh, no. Which of the CNN, Cartoon News Network or the normal CNN? So I now observe that every time I watch cartoon with the kids, I sleep blissfully. No nightmares, no bad dream. But every time I watch CNN, Al Jazeera, and the likes, all the problems on earth come to my dream. Perhaps that's what's happening to you too. Also, have you observed that a baby tends to take the shape of the person that they see constantly? Like if the baby is always with the mother, at some point, they start to resemble the mother. And then if it changes, maybe the father then spends a lot of time with the baby. The baby starts to look like the person, especially if the person is fine. My neighbor has had a problem recently. So this other neighbor, the man is not so fine. He comes to their house all the time. And you always greet the wife and then carry the baby and play with the baby for a long time. After a while, the baby started looking like the man. Till tomorrow, the man still doesn't believe that his wife did not cheat with that man. Because the baby is looking like this other man. If the man was fine, maybe the man wouldn't have mind. But the man is not looking so, and then the bad thing was the baby started growing teeth. And the teeth looked like the man. So is it truly science or, think about it. We'll be back.
Are you there? You are doing well. When I see people who are doing well, especially, I like to tell them, I say, alright, you are doing well. It's your boy, it's your daddy, Mr. Macaroni. And you get it now. You are watching Humour Hangout with Koffi Tha Guru. Alright.
Okay, you're welcome back to Humour Hangout with Koffi Tha Guru. Yes, I told you earlier that my guest today is unconventional. In my line of duty, we call people like this madmen. He's one of the new guys on the block who has decided to be a good nuisance. There's no definition for it that would come out right. There's no way you want to define him that would make sense without it being nonsense. Because in doing what he does, You're trying to figure him out, and then you are wondering why you're laughing. Like, how? Then you now look stupid later, like, is that why I was laughing? Then you now look at the person who made you laugh, and he is acting like nothing happened. It makes you feel like, wait, what? Okay. Mr. Paul, ladies and gentlemen, my guest on the show.
All right, I think I'll disprove everything you said now, so I'm going to be myself today. So.
Oh, okay. Who were you on stage all those times? Like at my show last
I'm
time?
actually myself, but I don't know how. Maybe it depends on your view, where you're seated or how you're imagining what I'm saying. But today, let me try and act different, maybe. So maybe that will help me out.
Even the way you're talking, is it making sense to you?
Like this?
Okay, I know a lot of people.
So what now makes sense? How do I now make sense?
Because we have gotten lost in your narrative that we don't even know. Is your name even Paul? Let's start from there. Is your real name Paul?
Yes. Formerly, my name is Paul. Yeah, I had Apostle added to it, and so I was formerly called Apostle Paul.
How now? How? You see what I'm saying?
Then
when
people who knew I should be an apostle gave me that name, and but as time goes on, I had to change that name, because I'm like not portraying the name apostle you get. So my narrator in pidgin, because this English thing go restrict my
no
total
continue
explanation.
both ways. I'm okay. I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm just
So how will I put it now? I was in Owerri one time, like for an event. So after the event in the hotel, you know, some artists, comedians, and sometimes you end up in the room with some other project you get. So I was with one when my phone rang. So I picked the call, and the next thing I heard was, Apostle, please say something. My son is dying, my son is dying. As I was telling you, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian. Say, just say one. I never knew the lady saved. You know, since I'm answering Apostle Paul now, so she saved apostles, so many apostles in her phone. Now she is in distress, so she got called any one of them, and I ended up to be the one she called. I was like, Mama, I'm not be a Christian. No, she said, just say one word. My son will not die. Say one word. So I was confused. Look at somebody here. So it was even the girl that picked the call and said, Mama, your son will be fine.
the project was a girl.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And so that was how, I don't know, the testimony, though I couldn't call her to ask if there was testimony after then. But after whether but I just knew I had to change the name. So that I won't be at the beginning of your when you swipe to your phone, you can't be seen. You know, you meet alphabetically, you meet A, B, and so before you get to P, at least you should know that this guy, this is not him or that. So, and apart from that, sometimes we go to the club, you be hearing Apostle Paul in the building. I'm like, really? I gotta change this name, man. So that's how I switched. So I'm now Mr. Paul, and so. I wonder, now that I started answering Mr. Paul, that is when people don't understand me. So, I don't know how to explain.
Wait, excuse me, do you have a father?
Of course, yes. I have father, I have mother, I have sibling.
Are you dating anybody?
Yeah.
So how did you tell her that you want to, and she believed? How did you open your mouth? You, Paul, how did you open your mouth and tell a girl?
I must play this clip so that she will see the clip. The truth is, entertainers or comedians, I don't know about that, we hardly tell a girl, like we hardly shake a girl like other people. So you just start from kind of friendship, hey, what's up now? You know, from there. Even someone, you didn't gist me, you didn't tell me you wanted, but just like you started dating. But this one, there was one time she asked me, like, you've not asked me out, so officially tell me. And I said, okay, how do they ask people out? Because I don't know. I don't really know how to ask people out. I don't know how to
Now
ask.
that you have been dating her, those things that you say on stage, when she's watching you, how does she feel?
she has to buy into my ideas, and she's in it already. So
if she gives birth to children for you.
We'll marry first now. We'll marry first.
Okay, well, whoever you end up marrying, let me get to my point too. Whoever you end up marrying,
Yes.
the person now gives birth to a child. And your child comes back from school with school results. And they decide to explain to you the way you explain things to us. How would you feel?
No. My own explanation. Well,
As
you
in-
make me laugh. I don't know how to put them. Now, my own explanation. Okay, can I explain one stuff so that
explain.
maybe people will try and buy from? Like most times, it just depends on how like I said before now, your view towards what I'm going to say. Like there was one time we're coming from Warri to Lagos here, and it was during Harmattan period. You know those Harmattan period now. Yeah. So that time breeze they blow and all those stuff. So driver they announced, if anybody not bring a head, come outside from the motor. Say breeze they blow people head, you know. So everybody wind up. But one girl sit down for my front. She wear earpiece, you know, they play music. So she not here. So driver keep announcing, nobody should wind down, the breeze is too much. Even those small keke, the breeze they carry them, you know. So we're just struggling, very heavy breeze, you know. So, but before we reach Ore, the girl she not here, so she bring her head, come outside. Breeze carry her head. Me not even know. So me no know, say breeze carry the girl here. Now the earpiece where she put for you, where not, you know, the earpiece come for. So I carry the earpiece put. So me and I call the talk. They talk, they go. Now when we reach...
You and who?
So now when we reach Ore, now she call the say, where is my head? So now, because you know, see your head don't fly that time. So driver got turn back, because we need to go find the girl head. So now when would they go back? Now, because other motor self they turn. So no say people self their heads fly. So we reach there now, did many head of food there. So I don't know the girl home. So I got pick anyone, put her, the girl say this is not my head. Somewhere don't carry her head, don't reach Shagamu. They get another head for year. So when we reach Shagamu, police they stop people for there, they check people's head. Because some people their body not right with their head, you know. So with all this story now, are you not saying you don't understand what I've been saying, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Humour Hangout. I can't hold it anymore. I need to go on a break before I come back to this madness happening in here. Please, I can't bear it. I said it earlier. I'm out.
How you doing, guys? We are here again. I'm a Nigerian, and 2020 has been something else when it comes to things that are happening around the world. But Nigeria own is peculiar. We've had so many issues. Yeah, COVID-19, that one is general. Then you need to come to Nigeria, then we'll give you our own page, you know, and things that has happened. But the one that actually baffled me, and the one that is still raving till now, because COVID-19 raved, NSAS raved, hoodlum raved, looting raved, so many things like that raved. But the major one that is still on ground now, I need to let you all know, onion. Do you know that product we call onion? If onions can make name, do you know how much onions is sold in the market? One onion, you can buy it for 2,500 naira. You go to canteen these days now, you want to buy rice, they tell you, Oga, rice with onions, 1.5, without onions, 700 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Open Teeth, make it for no loss. This is my time, and in case you don't know, this is Humour Hangout with Koffi.
Okay, we're back. It's Humour Hangout with Koffi Tha Guru, your host with the most, and I'm here with my brother, wonderful, fantastic, humorous entity in a different dimension. He comes from a different planet. His cognitive is a bit different. His ways of putting those things together.
Coordinations.
Yes, you know, it's a bit uncoordinated.
But I'm happy you said I'm your brother, so at least that part.
Yes,
that part,
you're an advanced version of where I'm coming from. You know, when I was coming up, they would say we're crazy, we're mad, but it's good to see that the advanced version, you know.
Just bust out.
Yes. So.
See how other ones, the eyes have not seen.
Let me ask you, if truly, because if, with all this your percolations and all this thing, you are the perfect person I should ask this question, Paul. If indeed mermaids truly exist, and then you see the most beautiful being by the seaside, would you run or follow her? Mami water, mermaid.
First of all, okay, if indeed they exist, right? Because me, I actually don't believe they exist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the fact. So I never believe those guys exist. But if they do, if you see Mami water, oh, never run. I will do this Mami water. Because nowadays, now, if they catch you, in fact, if you see them, you have to run because there are some that are even where they the earth, they know they near water, we they run from them. Imagine I can't go the one way they near water. So now me find and go. So anything happen to me, no case. So of course I will run. If I see anyone like that, I'll definitely run. So
how long have you been doing this, Paul?
Okay.
I don't trust anything you want to say.
No,
just
once
you put okay in the beginning.
No. Let me be normal now, and let me talk like other people too.
Okay, you knew you were not normal earlier.
That's the way I'm tagged. That's the way I'm tagged. So I know I'm normal, but the tagging of me not being normal, I'm getting used to it now. So sometimes I'll just be like, okay, I'm not normal. But to be frank, I'm really normal. I'm very serious, you know.
Wait, so, have you ever taken a cab and then by your directions the cabman lost his way? I
think it almost happened yesterday when I was going to mainland. You know, I had a wedding in mainland yesterday, so first of all, I really don't know where I was going to. So, but I felt I must have taken some of the routes several times, so I felt I know. But at the end, we ended up, I don't know where the place where the guy carried us go again, and I only one motor feed it past. It's a very tiny road. So the guy wanted to complain. Now I say na map, not be me lead you. Na map we dey follow. You not feel read your map, me not feel read them. So we are stuck here. But at the end, I had to pay more than, you understand. So definitely, I hate leading people because even if I'm leading right, they'll just believe I'm not doing the right. So I better just stay behind and watch somebody leads. But I'll still talk. You get it? So I'll definitely talk. So when you back to the question you asked me that is it how or when?
All.
Okay, when, how, this is not how I normally performed. I started comedy a few years ago. A friend of mine named Harry Young, he's a DOP now, presently in Lagos, was in my church that time. I was in a drama group, so the guy just saw me. I was like, okay, bro. Sometimes when we act, I make people laugh in my role, even when the role is serious. So you see me laughing, making people laugh. So we're like, bro, I think you can be following me because he was one of the leading comedians there in Warri. So I can follow him down to weddings, and so I started following him. And
awesome.
So from there, you know. So but the way I performed before was like I can just tell you, I like comparing, you know, those Warri kind of in Warri. Like there was one stuff a guy cracked here just now. It was something I did some years ago. So when I hear about the guy, man, I say, I don't try to. I don't do some things. You know, I mean, you're saying for Warri, you go see where Sandine, the C3 Pomo inside Sandine. And for what? You know, for Warri, now you go see where Keke the two tipper away from go to Keke and drag and come out. Warri, now, you know, I'll just be comparing. So those guys in Benin, some other, so when they come, they'll just pick that stuff, then change them. Now for Benin, so I was looking for a way to censor, is it censored or restrict people from telling my jokes, my original jokes, because sometimes I'll be watching the screen and seeing people telling my jokes. It was there, I started to say, God, give me an idea now, let me just do something, you know. So until one time I went to Calabar for one show, Last Prophet. He organized a show.
Last Prophet, yeah.
Yeah, Last Prophet. Yeah. He organized a show, and the show was like, there's a spotlight. So you are not permitted to move out of that spotlight. No, the camera won't pick you. So you are bound to stand one place. Because the previous shows, when we came, we had time to move into the audience and, you know, ragging and Shama, You know, that guy. So the guy used that medium to restrict us, but not knowing he was creating something out of me. And so it was there. I stood, and I started talking. I didn't know. I just see myself talking very calm. When I finished, you know, everybody was just laughing. When I finished, I sat down. I was like, "How did this happen? This is not me. I don't talk calmly. I don't talk calmly, you know." So it was there I started training myself from that angle.
From normal to
then I was talking normal. I said true stories, jokes, but as time goes on, I have to start twisting gist, and you know, I create.
So you are agreeing that
you're
a twister?
I agree that I twist stories. So most of like that.
Yeah, I enjoy everything you do, man. That's why I invite you to everything.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, boss.
Yeah,
I just told her they watching our boss. You are a strong mentor. Strong one.
We thank the Lord.
You know, there's one of your jokes you crack one time. Not to forget that one. Oh, you see, if you face me, I face you. I love that gist. Like, look, if you do my picking, I'll go do your mama. You still remember the gist? I'm a cracker.
No cracker. Make them no go copy them again.
That gist, man. I was like, this.
Well, I had it.
This is.
You know, there's still there, but Mokona the chopper and they go. So I'm wrapping up because of time, you know.
Yeah.
So I usually will give a quote and then I'll play a twister with you.
Okay.
And you twist our head with all your stories. So let me twist your tongue.
Okay.
You're going to say this 3 times after me. Friday, February 1444, Father Francis fried 5 fishes for 5 fathers from France.
Friday, February 1444. Father Francis fried 5 fishes for 5 fathers from France.
Fried father from
Fried
France.
father from France.
He fried fathers. He fried 5 fathers. Oh man. Okay. Let me read my quote. I just open.
Oh, there's a quote.
Yeah, quotes of the Guru. I just dropped something, you know.
This is your book now, right?
Yes, my book. It's called The Beauty of the Beast, The Scars That Made Me a Star. Okay. And I have quotes in it that I share with people.
All right.
This ties in with our job.
Okay.
So quote 155. It says, every new joke is a test.
Wow.
Every event an exam. Every occasion a celebration.
Every new joke
is a test. For every time we come out to tell a new joke, is a test.
Yeah.
Every event is an exam.
Every event is an exam. Then
every occasion is celebration.
Every occasion is celebration. Okay, it's a fact. Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I agree. The first one that says
every new joke is a test.
Is a test. New joke on stage is a test, because before I try my jokes on stage, I must have tried it with friends. So I should be playing with it. So sometimes when we are talking amongst ourselves,
So it is now when you now go and try to the major, it's a test. It's either you fail.
I thought I've already tested it now. So on stage now, I'm confidence is not.
Maybe with your own pattern.
Okay. So
your own pattern. But for every time you go out, to drop a new
now,
joke.
Another time, I wonder what's the difference between now occasion and event? Because yes, because you said for the event own is every event is you said something about the event.
Every occasion is a celebration.
Yes, then the event one is an exam. No.
Every new joke is a test.
Yes.
Every event an exam.
Every event an exam.
Every event you go and anchor. It's an examination for you.
Yeah.
People will examine you.
Okay.
They will check you out.
The occasion is.
Then every occasion is a celebration.
Celebration. Okay.
Tea or coffee?
Tea or coffee? I do both.
Okay.
Yeah, I do both, really.
So I have a mug for you. For you to take your coffee or tea better.
Wow,
it's right here in this park.
Wow.
To say thank you with other goodies for coming on the show. It's an honor, it's a privilege.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you so much for coming, Paul.
I didn't just come, I had my own package too. Oh, that's good.
So you know how to speak for them?
Yeah, I'm in Lagos now, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been my guest, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
One of the craziest comedians we have in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Till next time, stay good.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah.